Good morning, everyone. Today I'll be covering how Zoho Books and Zoho Practice are going to reshape the way accounting professionals and business owners manage finances. As a business owner, time is very valuable, and managing your finance should not slow you down. And that's what, like managing your invoices, creating an expense, staying tax compliant, or collaborating with your accountant. For all this, you need a tool that is scalable, reliable, and easy to use. That's what exactly we are going to see in today's session. So I'll start with Zoho Books, our modern ancient accounting platform, and I'll highlight few of the core capabilities of Zoho Books. I'll also highlight the recent updates in our product. Following that, we'll see Zoho Practice, specifically designed for accounting professionals to manage their firm's day-to-day activities. Following that, I'll share few experience about our partners and our customers and what's their experience, what they have to say about these tools. And then we will see as the next step what is there for accounting professionals and for business owners. And then I'll end the session with the road ahead. Have you ever heard how a bamboo tree grows? When we plant it, nothing happens for first 5 years. No sprouts, no visible growth above the ground. But during this time, the tree is developing a strong, complex root system beneath the surface to support the explosive growth that is about to come next. And within next 5 to 6 weeks, the tree shoots up to 80 feet tall. Why am I sharing this story today? Because in many ways, it mirrors how Zoho Books' journey has been. This journey of Zoho has the financial platform started with a simple idea of providing easy to use smart financial tools to empower businesses. In 2011, we started the very first version of Zoho Books. And since then, we have been on a steady path of innovation, carefully adding features to the market needs, expanding globally, and whatnot. And one of the core priority has been localization. When I say localization, we have country specific editions, 15 different country specific edition catering to the local tax laws, adhering to the local tax requirements, regulatory requirements, market requirements, customer needs. And it's not just about adhering to the tax laws. We closely work with the tax authorities in those regions. For instance, HMRC. HMRC in UK is a tax authority, and Zoho Books is approved by the tax authority for the UK market. Similarly, GST Suvidha provider in India, Zoho Books is approved by the GST Suvidha provider. They are the tax authority of India, and they have approved Zoho Books. So wherever we expand, we make sure if there is a tax authority and they have a process to approve the accounting softwares, we make sure we are in the list. Not only the tax regulatory compliances, accounting, privacy and compliance is another foundational requirement, right? And we make sure in Zoho, we adhere to the global standards. This again extends from the localization. When we launched our German edition, we made sure we are adhering to the GOBD compliance, which is a requirement for the market. So when we expand, we make sure we handle at each level the compliance, the privacy, and the market local needs are categorized and it's addressed. These are the core pillars for Zoho Books. I will be getting into the details of each of this pillar and highlight what it has to do and what we have recently added in each of these sections. The first one is collaborative. Finance cannot operate in isolation, right? So we need the collaboration has to be either between the internal teams, it could be between your client, with your vendor, or with your stakeholders. You want your multiple stakeholders to access, work, get real-time insights from your accounting platform. So Zoho has invested a lot in its own in-house collaborative tools and we consume it, and the tools which are in-house understand the contextual conversation happening around an invoice, around an estimate. So it could be a conversation between a sales team a travel team, a procurement team, a finance team. So we have you covered here. We also have multiple modes of collaboration. It could be a video call, it could be an audio call, or you want to get something clarified using a screen sharing session. Zoho Books as such, so internal team communication collaboration is done. Moving on to the customer and vendor collaboration. We do have client portal where your clients can access the transactions that has been the invoices, the estimates that you have with the client, and they can also approve the quotation right from the client portal. If there has to be a conversation for negotiation in around the quotation, it can be initiated right from within the client portal. Taking a step ahead, if the client wants to talk to your support agent along asking some queries about your service or some new requirements, Sales IQ is integrated, embedded right within the client portal where they can initiate a chat box and talk to your support agents. Coming to the other side, vendor. So when you deal with vendors, you want again the same kind of collaboration. You can have a vendor portal, enable it to your vendors where they can upload the documents. Upon reviewing the documents, you can convert them as bills. The vendors can update their billing informations and they can keep track of the payments that you have made. Moving to the next pillar, scalability. There are multiple dimensions to it. So I'll be covering the other dimensions in scalability, like expanding geographically, and then your accounting solution should be able to connect with any other systems to pull in data or push data for n number of activities. So when you expand, right, assume there is a scenario, you operate locally and you deal with international customers. Then obviously there is a requirement where you need to raise invoices in multiple currencies, in the local currencies for your customer. So there are two levels of multi-currency that we support in books. One is your base currency is USD, you deal with a customer in UK or in Europe, you want to invoice the customer in GBP currency, it's handled. Second level of a multi-currency, the advanced version is you want to raise multiple currency invoices for the same customer. So we have that option as well. And you can track your exchange rates, you can send the statement of accounts to your customers. The next dimension is expanding your business to next geographies. When you expand, as I said earlier, we have localized country-specific editions. So when you expand, if you are expanding any of the countries that we support, you're already covered from right from tax to privacy to securities, global compliance certificates, we have you covered. The third is connecting your accounting system to other systems. If you're, let us take, you want to take your business to online channel, you are doing an offline store or offline business and you want to take it to online channel, Zoho Books has Zoho Commerce and the Zoho Finance products are tightly integrated in such a way that a click of a button integrates the Zoho Finance platform. And Zoho Books is also connected well in the Zoho's ecosystem, connection with Zoho CRM, making your collaboration with sales team and finance team seamless, the real-time data insights, no redundancy of data, and Zoho Analytics. As we spoke about global expansion, when you expand globally, you have multiple country-specific editions, and as a company, you want to see a consolidated report across countries, across region. Zoho Analytics. Using Zoho Analytics integration, you can bring in data from multiple Zoho Books organizations to one Zoho Analytics org and slice in the data and create your consolidated reports. And we also have predefined consolidation reports in Zoho Analytics integration. Not only within the Zoho ecosystem, Zoho Books also allows you to connect with the system outside of Zoho's ecosystem, shipment carriers, payment gateways, payroll, and banking, and whatnot. So we launched our own payment gateways yesterday. And yeah, in addition to that, we also have a whole bunch of payment gateways. The next is customization. Each business has its unique requirements and they have a unique way of handling the business process. And the expectation is for the accounting system to adapt to those requirements. We have a whole set of customization options, right from adding a custom field, custom view, custom module, and many others. I'll just emphasize on a couple of use cases which will help you to understand what you can customize with the customization capabilities. It could be a very simple use case of collecting some industry specific information from your client or your vendor and associate that with the transactions, and you want it to be displayed in the PDF. So just simple add a custom field, enable the show in PDF option under the custom field, and make sure the information is available across the entities. There could be even a complex use case, like when you don't have predefined modules, your business use cases requirement is something that is not achievable using the predefined modules in Zoho Books. We do have custom modules where you can create your own module, define your own list view, what information you want to collect, what information you want to display, and you also have reports for that custom modules. This is something that we have, and my most favorite one, which we recently launched, the customization in reports. So one is like this we have for a long time, marking a report as favorites. And next is using advanced filters. You can customize the reports and save it for your future reference. Every time when you go to the report section, you need not use the advanced filter every time. Once you filter it, save it and use it the next time. And you can also schedule the reports. The important one is creating your own reports. Using the reports customization, you can create your own reports. Select a parent entity, select a child entity, define your criteria, and build your own reports. Next to the building of own reports, you can even customize your own dashboard. You can create your own dashboard, you customize the look and feel of your dashboard, resize it, and make sure when you see what you want to see on a first glance. The next is automation. That is obviously there is a usual requirement of automating your repeated tasks. So and automating your business flows. We do have a set of options which can help you set up workflow rules where you can set up criteria to execute the rule, and upon execution what action you want to do. It could be an email alert, it could be an in-app notification, or updating a field, or creating a webhook, or sending information to a third-party system, or you want to write a couple of lines in the script and do a whole different process. I'll show a simple use case for workflow. So in this workflow, what I have done is I've set a whenever a quotation is approved and the amount is greater than or equal to $5,000, an email alert has to be triggered to the admin. It's as simple as like that. Just choose the module which you want to write the workflow, select the criteria, and define the action. And this is a use case where I'm checking a complex use case where you want to give a 15% discount to your customers on every 100 purchase that they make. So this can be automated by writing few lines of custom function. Late fee payment. Till few months back, we have been suggesting the custom function route for the customers who request for late fee automation. And today we have it as an inbuilt solution. So you can define what type of late fee you want to charge. It could be a flat or it could be a percentage based fee. And you can define which account you want to track this late fee amount on the accounting side. Moving on to the next section, insightful reports. Getting insights from your data is very important to know the health of your business. As I said earlier, Zoho Books has inbuilt reports, 70 plus inbuilt reports, right from cash flow statement, sales by item, sales by customer, and whatnot. In addition to this 70 plus inbuilt reports, we also have custom reports where you can build your own customized reports. On top of it, we have integration with Zoho Analytics, where you can bring in data from multiple systems, not only multiple Zoho Books organization, you can also bring in data from 200 different data points and merge the data along with Zoho Books data and build your own reports. And the best part of this integration is when you create a custom dashboard in Analytics, you can view that custom dashboard right within the report section in Zoho Books. We do track 1099 payments report, and a recent enhancement in this report is we do support 1099 miscellaneous and 1099 NEC, non-employee compensation form. You can generate this report and you can download the IRS compatible file format from the Zoho Books system and upload it in IRS for the filing. We are working towards the direct filing option, which might come sometime soon. Audit trail. Using this audit trail feature, you can track each and every activity in your organization and also see what change has been happened, who has done the change, and when does this activity happen. It could be a creation, it could be a deletion, or it could be an updation in any records. And the best part of audit trail is it cannot be turned off and it cannot be tampered. So it's the inbuilt functionality that comes in and it adheres to the compliance requirements. And you also have an option where you can compare two versions of changes and see what has been changed in each of these versions. Any profitable business, even for a profitable business, if you don't have a control on your cash flow, that can be in trouble. So cash flow is something that you need to get insights and do real-time insights and do have a control over the cash flow. So this cash flow forecasting report will help you to keep track of your cash flow based on your past performance. Moving on to the last section, core accounting. So we do have sales tax. You can configure multiple sales tax, the multi-state US sales tax. You can define your tax exemptions, tax authorities, and we help you generate tax return reports. So there are two ways of handling it. One is you enter the tax rates manually or you integrate with Avlara and get it done. Next is banking. So we have been doing a lot of enhancements in the banking section where it is easy categorization is one of the recent update where you can select a account, select multiple transactions, and it will give you a sheet grid view where you can just drag and drop and categorize all your transactions. So you have been using corporate card in Zoho expense, right? So, but now what we have done is we have brought the corporate tax card transactions right into the banking module for you to categorize within your accounting system. Sales receipt is a feature that comes handy when you are doing a retail business or when you get paid on the same spot when the service is delivered. So create a transaction, one single transaction for your payment and your receipt on a single shot. Progressive invoicing. When you want your customers to pay on a phased basis, when you want to bill your customers on a phased basis, a certain schedule, you can use progressive invoicing. This is a recent launch we have done, and we are making more enhancements to this as well. Retention. When your customer wants to hold back a certain percentage of amount or hold back certain value before once you deliver the feature, but still before making a payment they want to hold back some amount, you can use the retention module in Zoho Books to manage that. Use tax is a tax that is that you have to pay for the goods that are brought outside of your state where you don't pay your sales tax. Assume you're buying something online or you're buying something outside your state and you're not paying a sales tax for it, then it's your responsibility to pay the sales tax for your state, and use tax is a feature that makes it seamless to do it. Bill pay. In the previous session, Unni might have shown you the various options that we have under bill pay, and the same applies to Zoho Books. We have bill pay where you can optimize or simplify your accounts payable side. You can do a two-way matching or a three-way matching. Match your bills with your purchase order, match your bills with your purchase order and purchase receipts to make sure you pay for what you have received and you don't overpay. Revenue recognition is another interesting feature to defer and earn your revenue, record your revenue as your products are delivered. So if you do an annual, customers pay you for annual service, but you want to recognize the revenue based on a monthly or a daily, you can create your own revenue recognition rules and define what is the frequency, what is the recognition method, and you can also track the reports based on the recognition rules. Fixed asset management. You can track the depreciation. You can manage your asset life cycle right within your accounting system. We have multiple depreciation methods supported in Zoho Books: straight line method, declining balance method, and we have a couple of declining balance method. We also have multiple options. So we saw how Zoho Books evolved, how Zoho Books is helping you expand your business, and what are the core capabilities of Zoho Books. Moving on to the next section, Zoho Practice. As I said earlier, it's designed for accounting professionals to manage their firm's day-to-day activities. So these are the core capabilities of Zoho Practice. We launched this sometime in late 2023, and a couple of months back we did a 2.0 launch, and the features that are highlighted in green are the recent update. Ledger. Not all business, like the small, that there are use cases whereas very small businesses might not need a full-fledged accounting solution, but still they want to track their transactions and create financial statements. So accountants use this feature to reconcile, bring in the transactions from your banking system and reconcile it and create financial system without the need for a full-fledged accounting system. Work papers. It's a document that is used to collect, analyze and analyze and organize the financial informations to generate financial statements. Similar to what we saw in Zoho Books, the automation. So even in practice, we have workflow automation where you can automate your repeated tasks. So custom module. Again, similar to what we had in the Zoho Books product, customization, we have a custom module where you can build your own whole custom module if there is not a predefined module which satisfies your business requirements. Client portal. Even in practice, you can have a client portal for your customers to communicate with you, share the documents, and many more things. Yeah. WhatsApp integration. This is available for now in early access. It's a recent launch. Right from within your practice product, you can integrate your WhatsApp account. You can send bulk messages to your clients. You can initiate a conversation right from within the practice interface. So let's see what our partners and our customers say about these tools. So we have Robert here. So he is a partner. He is a customer by himself using Practice and Zoho Books, and he has moved hundreds of his clients from a different system to Zoho Books. It's another customer who's tried to move her data from QuickBooks to Zoho Books, and we provided assistance in migrating the data. And yeah, so Anne is very happy to recommend Zoho Books to other accountants and their clients, and she trusts Zoho Books. This is a partner. She uses Zoho Practice, and she says Zoho Practice has streamlined her workflow, and the way it helps her to organize and do effectively her day-to-day activities. Moving on to the next section, as an accounting professions, what is the next steps that we have for you? As I covered in localization, I said we adhere to the tax regimes, we adhere to the tax regulatory requirements, we work closely with the tax authorities. Not only that, we don't stop there, we also work together, collaborate with the local accounting bodies in the regions. So the image in the first one is ICAI, Accountant Association in India, where we have collaborated and we have been working closely with them to make sure the accountants to increase the adoption and the awareness about the Zoho accounting solution, and make sure the business owners feel they are like compliant and they know like the Zoho is like adhering the policies, and they also work with they get the support from the accounting bodies, accounting professionals. And the image on the bottom is from, again, another accounting body in Kenya. We do have an accountant program. If there is an accounting professional who have not been introduced to the accountant program that we have, you can sign up using this QR code. And yeah, we do a lot of engagements with our partners. We do local co-host free workshops. We do co-host events, webinars with our partners to it's a concept of giving a platform to the partners to expose their expertise. At the same time, businesses get benefited from the experts. For the business owners, we do have a free plan. I assume most of you here are Zoho One users or were not a Zoho user exploring Zoho. We also provide assistance in migrating your data from any third-party system to Zoho Books. The migration we do in two ways. One is we have an in-house team, in-house tool to do the migration, and we also have a set of partners who are expertise in doing the migrations. So we do have an option where you can reach out to us and we can give a free training to your accountants on Zoho Books. So we saw Zoho Books, our entry and accounting platform, and then we saw Zoho Practice, helping the accounting professionals to manage their firm's operations. We saw a few customer quotes, next steps, and the road ahead.